Hi everyone, I'm Patrik, owner, shaper and designer of Patrik Windsurfing, and we are here with our 2026 racing slalom range. We have the Slalom board, the Slalom X and the Defi LTD. Why 3 models? The reason why we have 3 models is simply because it's not possible to have one board to do it all. In windsurfing, more and more people become specialists. They are like the ones that do competition slalom, then the other ones they go for the 2 seconds GPS speeds, and others just want to go fast for fun. But there is more to it, and styles, riding styles are different. All those boards are really completely different the way they ride. So starting with the slalom board, this board has the most control and has the easiest jibing. Whereas let's go to the other extreme, we have the Defi board, which is definitely the fastest of those 3, but it is also definitely more nervous and harder, more difficult to ride than the slalom. And then we have the Slalom X, which is right in the middle of those 2. If we're going a bit more in details, the main difference in riding is the slalom board sits the lowest and the flattest. Then we have the Defi board, which is definitely the highest on top of the water and also the most on the tail. Whereas the Slalom X is right in the middle. There are 3 main differences why those boards are riding differently. So the slalom has a flat panel V, which makes the board sit a bit lower in the water and gives more control. Whereas the Slalom X and the Defi, they have very little V, almost flat, but they have a slight double concave with a tail kick, which makes the board sit quite high. It tracks more and it sits a little bit more on the tail. Second, the outline. The slalom and the Slalom X, they have a more straight outline between front strap and back strap, whereas the Defi LTD has a more rounded outline between front strap and back strap. The difference is with the straighter outline, the board can almost like sit there and be locked in when sailing straight, whereas the rounded shape is a bit more rolling. It rolls over the tail, but then the nose sits higher, which gives them more top speed, but of course it's also a bit more nervous and a bit harder to ride. The third detail on shape is the thickness from front strap to back strap. So the slalom board is definitely the lowest under your back foot, so you're very connected to the water and to the fin, which gives a lot of control. Then the Slalom X and the Defi, they have the same thickness, so they're almost from the front strap to the back strap, they're parallel, so same thickness. So your back foot is a little bit higher. It gives you just more push if you want to go for top speed. To improve the jibing on the Slalom X, we make the deck between the straps much flatter, whereas the Defi stays how it is because the upwind performance on a long distance race is very important. So both feet, the front foot and the back foot, you can actually almost angle up and push sideways. So you gain very good upwind performance. Whereas the Slalom X, let's say the back foot is angled, so to push for upwind if you need it, but the front foot is still a little bit flatter, which also helps for downwind performance and jibing. Whereas the slalom, both feet are flatter, which gives the board just this amazing control. The cutouts on those 3 boards are adjusted to their general shape. On the slalom around the fin, we try to reduce the surface more to gain more top speed. The Slalom X and the Defi board, they sit higher above the water, so they're a bit more nervous and a bit more bouncy over the chop. So that's why the cutout's a bit more simple with a bit more area around the fin to give more stability. The Defi board, which is a long distance speed board, we are compromising the jibing ability into more top speed. And this is why the rails are a bit sharper and straighter, whereas the Slalom and the Slalom X definitely need very good jibing ability. That's why the rails are much rounder. So how to take a decision which board to choose? If you live in a place where it's just super rough, super choppy, windy, you just seek control at all times, that's the slalom board. If you live in a place where, let's say, you have more flat water, you want to go for the top speed, 2-second top speed, then it's the Defi. And if you're traveling the world, you go from flat water to choppy, whatever it is, then it is the Slalom X.